Alright guys, so I talked about Orzhov tokens recently, so I decided that I think it's in a pretty good spot. I was playtesting it earlier, so we got 3 cut down. I'm not quite sure how I feel about this card, to be honest. I mean, it does a pretty good job, but there's just so much more efficient removal, like just by adding 1 more mana, you know. 3 Get Lost, 3 Not on My Watch, 2 Soul Partition, 2 Go for the Throat, 2 Shoulders Edict, which is a great card to get rid of Kaya, Intangible Slayer, which we have 2 copies of. Caretaker's Talent, 4 of course. We got 4 Temporary Lockdown. Archangel Elspeth, 2 copies. 2 copies of Kaya, Spirit's Justice, 3 Sunfall, 3 Deadly Cover-Up, and then of course the 2 Kaya. So this deck is it's pretty powerful once it gets rolling. So Kaya is really cool because with all the enchantments out there, I mean, you can -3 and exile target creature or enchantment. If it wasn't an aura, create a token that's a copy of it, except it's a 1/1 white spirit creature token with flying, in addition to its other types. Drawing 2 cards for its 0 ability, and then each opponent may scry 1. I mean, you're definitely getting the better deal there, being able to draw 2. +2, each opponent loses 3 life, you gain 3 life, and then of course it has hexproof, and everybody's seen this card. If you play Standard, of course, everybody knows what this card can do and knows how annoying it can be. So I figure, you know, in a tokens build, it's really cool that she's able to make a token. Not only that, but it's like you get that removal that black so desperately needs for enchantments, and then you get to make a token and trigger your Caretaker's Talent and draw additional cards, which is great. So as far as removal, we have just about everything that black and white have to offer. Again, like, Cut Down is a really good card, and it can come in the clutch. It is efficient removal. It is situational, though, at the same time. And whenever I'm building a deck, I try to keep away from situational plays as much as possible. Get Lost, Not on My Watch, really efficient. Soul Partition, of course, is great. Being able to save a Planeswalker if we need to by returning it to our hand, or sending a Temporary Lockdown back and then recasting it is really cool as well. So just a couple of different tricks that we have with the Soul Partition. We may end up changing, of course, the number of different things that we're playing. Again, this thing, all the spot removal, as well as, you know, 6 sweeper spells. You get the best of both with when you're talking about black and white with 3 Sunfall and 3 Deadly Cover-Up. The cool thing is that Deadly Cover-Up does get rid of Slasher. So just sweeping the board and then exiling all copies of Slasher out of somebody's deck is pretty powerful, especially when they're trying to combo off with Bloodletter. And of course, like, Sheoldred is always a great card to get rid of too, just because of how annoying that guy is. In the mana base, we have 4 Plains, 3 Swamp, 1 Cave, 4 Concealed Courtyard, 3 Neglected Manor, 2 Shadowy Backstreet, 3 Demolition Field, 3 Fountain Port, 2 Mirex. And I will start going ahead and trying to get the deck list into the description as much as possible. But for now, I'm just going to go ahead and jump into some games, guys. Alright. We are Diamond Tier 3 right now. And I don't feel like it's going to take much to get to Mythic this season. I have quite a lineup that I think is going to get me there. Especially, like, I can always depend on blue-white control. So let's see. It is decent. I mean, it could always be better. Spot removal. We have Not on My Watch, which is fine. It'll be okay. Hopefully. Up against mono black, not so much. But against most other things, I think we'll be just fine. Leyline and Heartfire Hero. So Get Lost definitely takes care of the Leyline. Might as well get a tapped land down. It'd be so great if we would have went first in this matchup. Emberheart Challenger. Wonderful. Well, that's good news. If we were, again, if we had gone first, this would be a completely different game. I think we're gonna have to... This would be fine at the Mirrex on the next turn. Make sure we have 3 mana up for lockdown. Another hero, that's good news. Okay, that's good news, I like it. Awesome. I will take that all day. Let's see. Taking 5 here, going to 12. I feel like it's going to be just fine. Okay. Another Concealed Courtyard. And then one of these guys. Yeah, so that was pretty awesome. That's one of the... I think that's probably like the second game I've ever played where they didn't have any targeting spells and only creatures in that particular build. Of course, like when they threw the Leyline down and I saw the Heartfire, I was like, well, you know, it's probably all over. But luckily for us, they had a whole grip of creatures and not much in the way of being able to target anything. That's, you know, you have the temporary lockdown in hand, and that's typically what'll happen. If they're down to 1 or 2 cards in hand, they'll just go ahead and scoop. This seems pretty good. I like that we have, and this seems more well-rounded. All right. Edging. So again with Heartfire Hero. Cool. I guess we might as well go ahead and, I mean, it's great having their surveil lands. If you're going to play a tapped land, it might as well be one of these. Do I want the other land? Would get us to 5 guaranteed. Yeah, let's go ahead and just keep that on top. Okay, Monstrous Rage. Triggers both. Go to 13. Wonderful. Luckily for us, we can exile one of the creatures. I don't know if it's going to really do us too much good. Especially with the fact that they're getting so many creatures into play right now. If they play 1 non-creature spell, and being able to trigger all of your creatures at the same time, especially with a shock, that helps. Go ahead and exile the Heartfire Hero so we don't get pinged for any damage. Damage. All the way down to 7. Perfection. Alright, so this will come into play untapped since we're so far down. That's a great thing about these lands. I mean, I know they're common and I know one of the players has to have 13 life, but when you're up against mono red, typically you're going to have 13 life within the first couple of turns, so it's pretty awesome. I think that's a pretty awesome design for a land. So we'll knock one of these back to their hands. Okay. They're going to wait for us to cast something, and that's fine. They'll have a response here. Well, cool. So do we want to... We could play Kaya. Nah, we're gonna have to hold on to Soul Partition. So maybe we'll just do that. A lockdown, of course, would be really cool right here. Just keep making it cost 3 and they keep putting it back down in the same turn. Okay, well that's pretty good. Get both of these creatures out of here. That's good news. So let's try to do this now.
I like a good fight. Notice I didn't.
At least that gives us a couple of creatures we can block with. You know what? Pop Zatokan into play, as well as a 1/1 flyer. Gonna make all the difference for us. Oh, sure. You know what I mean, Barn? Okay, cool. Just climbing along Diamond Tier 3. We got a few more games to win to get to Diamond Tier 2. And again, like I said, like I don't feel like it's gonna be too much of I know I said earlier it's going to be the real uphill battle getting to diamonds, but I honestly don't think it's going to be too awful to get there. So mono white tokens is pretty awesome. I mean, everybody knows how efficient mono white is, especially with laydown arms. Blue white tokens is really cool with the Teferi and Caretaker's Talent combo. And black white tokens, of course, like these are all essentially control decks with tokens as a win con. But I like to think of the deck as a tokens deck for the most part. This would be really cool if we didn't have 2 land. We can cast 3 of these, and we're on the draw. Maybe we keep 7 and just hope that we draw that 3rd land. William. There we go. Demolition field this turn. Up the beanstalk. How worried are we about that enchantment right now? Because we could try to take it out and get lost. Or, I mean, we do have the temporary lockdown. If he plays another bean or 2, we've got a couple of beans out there. I guess we could just lock down at that point. I guess we'll go ahead and get this out there now. Good old Caretaker's Talent. Roaming Throne. It's a cool card. I'll give him that. Well, there's Kaya. Hello. We don't have enough land to play you yet, but I can't wait. So we're gonna have to take this out. We can wait until the following turn. Ward 2. Let's see if we can actually pull this off, or if they have a way to protect it. Scroll Shift. Okay. Scroll Shift is an awesome card as well for a common. I was thinking about throwing a couple of Scroll Shift into this deck. That's a great way to protect the cards you have in play. Also, of course, any of the when it enters abilities are pretty good. Scroll Shift for a common, it has a lot of value, especially at instant speed for 2 and a white. It's not bad at all. So maybe we just have him sacrifice it. There we go. That works. That was a lot better than us having to pay anything. Another couple of land before we get to Kaya, but that's going to be pretty awesome. Okay, one more land until we get there. That's exciting. We can handle that. Yep. Trigger up the beans. Overlord of the Mist. No problemo. Let's see. Make a token. Draw a card. Okay, cool. So we can go ahead and Kaya now. I might just wait another turn, honestly. Try to get these, could just get rid of one of these tokens. Make a copy of our token we got here. That's a good one too. Maybe we'll pop this in play.
I have been reborn.
Put 2 counters on this.
Ascend.
And I know they're just gonna be able to attack into the Elspeth. Just wanted to see if I could get a little bit of quick damage in. So on the next turn, we're gonna play this Kaya. I was thinking that we might go ahead and turn Overlord of the Mistmoors into a creature token for us.
Finish what we started.
Depends on what they play here, though, of course. Okay. Pick Your Poison is another one of those really efficient commons. 1 green. Each opponent sacrifices an artifact. Each opponent sacrifices an enchantment. Pretty awesome. Let's see. We'll just go ahead and do this. But in order to take this, we're gonna have to...
Those who deserve life.
I don't want her to be in a position to where she can be taken out by combat damage. So I think I'll just +2 here.
Just give up on it.
Get rid of that land on top. That's the last thing we need right now. We have all the land in the world. We're building up acreage. We have a farm.
You see the daggers, right?
Oh, right. I think just take this out. And then -3 now, and take this.
You got it.
There we go. Pass a turn. Okay. And then maybe we try to take out their Mirex. Go ahead and make yourself a token. I dare you. So we've got 5 power in the air right now, which is pretty powerful. Like we need another one anyways. Yeah. We could go ahead and take one of their beans over there. But first we gotta pump this thing up.
That's just a start.
Okay. Let's just attack in. Make a couple more tokens, maybe. Yeah. That's unfortunate. Still get the tokens. That's good. Here we go. Pass the turn. And that's the cool thing about, you know, all these like enchantment creatures. Kaya just is extremely powerful, and being able to take your opponent's mist moors and then, you know, use it against them is pretty sweet. And again, like that's pretty much what most of this set. All right, let's just go and take this out now. But that's what most of this set is about, is like taking your opponent's things and using it against them. So what you playing? Another beans, okay. We're gonna take one of those. Here's another Kaya. Kaya's twin. So we'll go ahead and pop out a Kaya's twin here. And then, there we go. So again, just like that power level, you know, having Kaya is just too hard to handle now, mess around. She is really powerful planeswalker for sure. Jump right into another game here. So I just got really excited about, you know, Caretaker's talent. Of course, when it first came out, and had a billion ideas of, you know, how to draw cards. Of course, everybody did, right? I mean, Caretakers is one of those obvious things, and Boros tokens with Forge was a great way to start that off. You know, as being one of the prime decks to use Caretaker's talent. But there are just so many. Of course, like as a control player, you want to be drawing cards, and you want to be getting planeswalkers into the field, and in a meta full of enchantments. What better planeswalker than Aya to take over? All right. Well, I mean, this seems okay. Might as well keep it. Thorn Spire Verge. I'm stuttering. My brain is moving way too fast. Or my mouth. I do love like the new lands though. Thornspire Verge and all these other ones that actually tap for the mana and come into play untapped and can tap for the other color as long as you control a basic lands. I guess we can learn to live with that. So we're gonna need a, I mean, we're close to this thing coming into play on tap, so we might as well just play this. So then that way we can not on my watch or have partition up. I wonder if they go straight into combat here. They do. That's good news for us. Let's go ahead and do this. Passing priority over to us. So we'll just go for that. That's great news. Just getting hit for one is always welcome. Okay. So lockdown would be great, of course. So down to 14. Throw the fountain port in. I think would be fine. And if we can live another turn or two, then we'll be doing okay. So maybe Soul Partition the hero? Maybe Soul Partition the scamp. Either way, they're going to be able to play it again. let's just go ahead and try to do this. Well, luckily they weren't able to beef it up at all before it died. Oh, a rage on top. So we can already kind of see what they're going to be doing on their next turn. Of course, they're going to leave that up there. So down to 12. So it doesn't really matter. Both of those are going to come into play untapped. Let's just go to get this down. And so if we can soul partition on this attack, and then on the following turn we can do deadly cover up. So resolve, and get rid of it. Hopefully. Aww. Veil. Okay. Down to 3. Well. I guess we just lose this one. We can't even do that because... Yep. When he dies, he's going to do damage to us. Good game. Well, I guess you can't win them all. So I went with a different avatar and a different pet just because, of course, like fall setting in and Halloween right around the corner. Of course, it is my favorite time of the year. So kind of have to theme it out a little bit. Magic. All right. So this is not exactly what we want at all. It is, I guess hot garbage is the way I would describe it. But you know, we'll keep it. Why not? Hopefully we draw into something a little bit cheaper. Good old Black Lotus. Might as well start off with the courtyards here. Golgari. I mean, that kind of gives us a little bit of time to operate here, or to at least try to get back into the game. Starting off with the Innkeeper's Talent in play. I don't like that. I guess turn 3, Caretaker's turn 4, Elspeth. So they're probably on the Vraska combo. Now would be a great time for a lockdown. Well, that's good. That can get rid of one. Let's pop Elspeth in. Try to draw a card.
I am a shining blade. This is
Okay.
our fight to win.
Go ahead and go for that 4 on one of them. There we go. Perfect. So this one has the 4. So we can go ahead and get rid of this one. Oh, if only we had a little bit more land. So they're going to want to go ahead and, I guess, pump this other talent up to, yep, of course. And then pay the 4 and make it level 3. Okay. No problem. I mean, this is great, but I don't want to waste the tokens that we have in play. Let's just soul partition the talent. Pop another token in. There we go. Got our land drop. Another Elspeth couldn't hurt. Get some more life. Okay, so do you play your talent for 4? Oh, I see. Okay. Sure. Let's see, that's... Alright. Could give, attack in for 12 here. Or we could just attack in for 14, but they weren't gonna let us make that decision. Okay, well that's fine. We didn't want to make that call anyways. I think we would have -2'd and got them a little bit further to being taking out the rest of their life. Jump right into another game. Well, I hope you guys are enjoying the stream. I mean, this has been pretty awesome in playtesting Black-White Control. It's been just performing really well. Even with some of the slower starts, luckily we've been up against a couple of slower decks to help us get going. A couple of early removal and the caretakers along with a surveil land seems pretty cool to me. And again, that's kind of what you want to see. You want to see a 3-4 split in one direction or the other between your lands and spells, and of course you want that early interaction. I love these sleeves, by the way. I would love to have them. Alright, start off with the backstreet. Sheoldred's Edict. Might as well leave that on top. Okay. A red land with no follow-up. That's kind of worrisome. Of course, we do have the cut down and the Not on My Watch and an Edict, so I think we're going to be okay as it stands at this very moment. Up against Shaunze. What you got? I like that art. That is really cool. So, probably a cut down on this one. Oh, there we go. There's Kaya's twin. Probably should have just went ahead and played the Caretaker's talent, but I'm assuming that they probably have something with haste that they're going to try to pump a couple of times on this follow-up turn. Cool. I think we just hold on to this removal. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. I have a habit of getting too far ahead. I'll go ahead and play too many spells and get way too out in front of myself. Do we want to... You know what? We'll just go ahead and let that sit because we have the Not on My Watch. Ooh, that's good too. So we'll just pass the turn. We have plenty of answers. We just want to make sure we're keeping the cards out of their hand. Okay, sure. So when Ruckus goes to the graveyard, they get to draw. Let's see if they play anything else out of their hand. It seems like they're pretty eager to get cards out of their hands. They just wanted to get the card draw. And I understand that. It's exactly what we're trying to keep them from. If we can just... Oh, there we go. Sure. So hopefully they play a couple of creatures. Actually, we could probably get the Kaya down. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that.
I like a good fight.
Got a flyer in play. When you're up against mono red and they have Slick Shot in their deck, it's always cool to have a flyer. So another Ruckus. Alright. Caretakers. Cool. Make another 1/1.
I could use a little help.
Ooh, awesome. So let's do this, see what our next card is. Come on, Shanzi. I'm surprised we're still at 20 health. That was a pretty good sequencing for the removal against mono red here. And it looks like they don't want to play anymore. So another deck that I've been Another deck that I've been pretty excited for is Azorius Oculus. And I love the way that it just rolls off the tongue. And I've been kind of like playing around with it. I know it's been around for a minute too, but it's a pretty exciting deck overall. And I think that could very well see it this season, if not next season. I'm having so much fun with tokens, and I'm, of course, like going back and forth between different forms of control. Yeah. I wish that they would have let it go a couple of more turns, but just, when we start looking like we're going to have a lot of fun, our opponent quits. And that's okay. They can kind of see it too. They're like, all right, you've got a Kaya, you've got a Caretaker's Talent, blah, 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 blah. I'm done. But, it is really, really... I didn't realize just how powerful it was going to be when I had the idea to go Orzhov. But I'm just really excited that it's more of an enchantments meta. And Kaya is just so hard to get rid of. The Intangible Slayer anyways. So, a whole grip of removal and a few land, I'll keep it. Yeah, Oregon Slurpee. Yeah, let's go ahead and keep that too. And the coolest thing, mono black, the biggest issue that mono black has is the fact that you don't really have a way of getting rid of artifacts and enchantments. Okay. So with playing Orzhov, of course, you kind of get the best of both. You get all the best removal between white and white and black does have the best removal. Do I want you to be able to pull this off? Sure. Gonna leave that Monstrous Rage on top. So it wouldn't really have mattered either way, because we're going to get rid of this creature regardless, and they would have had that on top regardless. So it kind of makes me feel a little bit better in our call not to go too early. And of course, like I said, I'm always trying to get too far ahead of myself. I don't think they realized that wasn't going to work because it exiles. It's a when it dies effect. So there we go, guys. Just, again, I really don't think it's going to take a whole lot of struggle trying to get to Mythic, just with these different versions of these token stacks that I've built over the course of this season. And of course, if you have missed my other tokens... Okay, cool. if you've missed my other token streams when it comes to mono white, Boros, blue white, you know, you can always go back. Of course, they're all saved as VODs or videos on demand. Volition Reigns, you can find me on Kick and YouTube, and you can, you know, feel free to go back and watch them. That would really help me out and help support the stream. We go first with 2 lands, and again, like, this looks really cool. We haven't mulliganed thus far. You know what? We're gonna risk it. If only one of these, again, like, man, I really hope that they bring back the Scry lands. Because having some Scry lands along with some Surveil lands would be pretty awesome. So far we've got Azorius. Okay. Alright, so this is Oculus, for sure. Nobody else runs Chart a Course. They're definitely running Oculus. Yep, and they already put one in the grave. Okay. Let's see the helping hand. We don't have too many chances to draw into a land before we start getting too far behind. Cool. See you later. Helping hand this time. I should have waited until the end. If I would have waited until their end step, it would have been better off. They still get the manifest trigger, of course. If I would have just waited until their end step, because they couldn't have done it, and this is sorcery, so of course they couldn't have done it in an instant speed there. So that was a little misstep, misplay there that could have very well cost me the game. Jin. Okay, into the Flood Maw. One of their only bits of actual removal there on the top of their deck. Attacking us with 2. Sure, we'll take it. Well, let's try to send this back. Well, do you have the other land to throw the Jin back down? Yes, you do. But what is this? Ooh, man. It's so great when you see a couple of Kaya in hand. The biggest issue... Well, I mean, it is a 4/4 right now. This is terrible. If we play the Elspeth, it's going down. Or they could also just Flood Maul. They could also just Flood Maul the Caretaker's Talent, though. We kind of need a blocker, but they could also just bounce the token and take care of Elspeth, so either way. Maybe we'll just go ahead and go for the talent. And we'll just give it one more turn. Oh my gosh, just go ahead and pass the turn there. We'll go ahead and give it one more turn here, but I think we're just too far behind. And again, like I said earlier, like I'm really excited about Azorius Oculus, and my version of it is, of course, it does have Oculus, of course, right? It has to. So I think mine has 3 Oculus and 3 Jin as of right now, as well as I think maybe 3 Monastery Mentors. I am running some counter spells. I've got 3 Steps Ahead and Long River's Pull both in the deck, and I've been playtesting it for probably a few weeks now, but I don't think it's exactly ready. Especially with us climbing up to Mythic, like I definitely want to make sure that I work out all the kinks. Alright, and down to 7, so lethal next turn. I think one thing I might end up putting in here is, you know, we could go down on a couple of the spot removal slots and put in some of the earlier sweepers. Of course, in this situation, split up would be a little bit awkward. And there's literally, I don't think there's anything we can really do to come back here. So, good game. And that's the power that that Azorius Oculus has. And not to talk about another deck while I'm featuring one, but it's pretty good. It's pretty solid, and I'm pretty excited to play it a little bit on stream as well. Standard ranked again. Let's go. So Helping Hand and Recommission, you know, but those are so efficient, and they knew what they were doing when they designed Oculus. Cuckoo Kachoo. Well, we have spot removal, draw ability, sweeper. Hopefully we're not up against mono black. That would be really nice. Not to face some discard right now. There we go. That's a good sign. Start off with the Courtyard. Hello. Let's just have you sacrifice it now? Nah. Yeah. Yeah. Let's have you sacrifice it now. Okay. Well, I guess that was a really good call. We got about 5 games to climb up to Diamond Tier 1 now. That's exciting. Jump into another one. Yep. Claim all the rewards. Oh man. We're going up against Spectre. Opponents going first. We do have some early removal. Everything in our hand except for Caretaker's Talent we can cast, so it's not that terrible. At least it's not like 2 lands, a couple of Kayas, and Elspeth, you know. So this isn't nearly as bad as it could be. Keep 7, and hopefully, again, we draw into a land. Since we are on the draw, we have a couple of opportunities to draw a land to stay on pace with our opponent. Alright, Inspiring Vantage being the first land that they cast, being red-white. I think this is Boros tokens. Soul Partition could be good there. Boros tokens, my friends. Boros tokens. Pesky fly as well, my friends. Pesky flies. Yeah, so they got 2 untapped lands being red-white. That's a dead giveaway. Dead giveaway. Ah, and a manifold mouse? What in the world? That's downtime. Okay. So, enchant creature you control as long as it entered this turn has hexproof. Okay, cool. So maybe we just want to exile this thing when they go into attack? Because they're running all of these things that are probably going to protect it? Yeah, no, we're going to have to get rid of it now. Alright. So now what you got? Hero. Okay. Sure. So it has Ward 2. That's good news. So we have 4 lands. Perfection. Let's go ahead and get this thing exiled. Awesome. Yeah, sure. Crack the map tokens, no problem. And exile. Caretaker's Talent out there. Of course, we already know what that is. Awesome, a Get Lost. That's kind of perfect. Now we just need to start getting our tokens going. Sure. Sure. Okay, cool. Well, that works too. Then we don't really have to, well, you know what? Let's just pass the turn. We have removal for everything, so it doesn't really matter what they do here. I'm surprised they haven't scooped yet. Alright, so draw a card. Let's just go ahead and do this. Sure. Okay. Neither one of us are down to 13. That's surprising going up against mono red. We need a token land or we need a planeswalker to for us to be able to start getting some things going, of course. Hopefully we don't run into too many lands. But again, oh my goodness. There we go. I pretty much destroyed my lighting setup there trying to go after this fly. Alright. Sure. Are you going to monstrous? No? Okay. Alright. Let's just see what we draw here. Oh, there we go. That is amazing. Okay. Yeah, let's just go ahead and get it down on the field. And we'll +2. And I know they have the Monstrous Rage, but there we go. And We should see some more enchantments with them needing the eerie triggers. So go ahead and monstrous into Kaya, no problem. Yep, that's fine. And lockdown. Exactly. Alright, cool. Just won another one, and we're just cruising along here, guys. I kind of figured like this, again, like in playtesting, it's been doing really well, and I say that about a lot of my decks, and they really do. Like, they all playtest really well, and then when I start streaming the deck, it's like, oh, what happened? And it just has such, it just has, goes back and forth too much, you know? But I will say that Orzhov control has just been really, really powerful. Okay, so again, some spot removal and a Kaya looks pretty good, and a few land, and of course we do have the Surveil land up against red again. It looks like. Ooh, Sunfall's great, but at the same time, nice. At the same time, we kind of want some more land. I mean, I guess we still have time to draw into some land, but... Yeah, that's such a hard decision. We do have spot removal for a few turns. But we need the 4th land to start getting Elspeth online. Let's just keep it. It's a mistake. I'm just going to go ahead and tell you guys that keeping a Sunfall up there was a mistake. We're going to go for it anyways. Alright, pass a turn. Going up against some Wicker Folk. I do really like this card. It's a great design for one. I love the art. Green and red for a 3/2 with haste, and then it has Delirium, which is pretty awesome. Might as well get rid of this. They just went into attack, so might as well exile it. Okay. Evolving Adaptive. Very nice. I wonder, you know, we probably just want to go ahead and have them sacrifice this thing. I'm just wondering, you know, of course with them running green, I'm always worried that they have their protection spells. So since they have the green tapped, I feel like having them sacrifice this would be okay. And because whenever another creature you control enters, if that creature has greater power, yep, and then it gets +1/+1 for each oil counter on it. Let's just go ahead and make them sacrifice it. Hopefully they've got a lot of, yeah, they're basically a bunch of early aggro creatures here, just a bunch of 1-drops and 2-drops, which is perfectly acceptable, and hopefully they get a few creatures out this following turn so that we can Sunfall the board. Okay, well, they're not going to do that with the tapped land, unfortunately, but we will go ahead and exile the Canker Bloom, if at all possible. Okay. Sure. Alright, so destroy target artifact or enchantment. Let's see, they don't have Copperline Ridge over there, so we're not too worried about them having a creature land at this particular moment. Maybe we play the Elspeth first? Yeah, let's go ahead and do that.
Follow my light.
Hopefully
This is our fight to win.
get a couple more creatures in play here so that we can Sunfall in the following turn, pop another token in from our Elspeth. Okay, yeah, we're gonna block that.
I will return.
Okay, another adaptive. Sure. Sounds good. Let's just go ahead and Sunfall now. We just need 2 more lands to get to the Intangible Slayer. It's pretty exciting. Oh, let's see. So exile target card from a graveyard, and then he gets +4/+4 as long as there are 4 or more card types. So creature, instant. Okay, exiled with it. Okay, gotcha. Well, maybe we just throw down Little Kaya, or get the Caretaker's Talent in play. I think Little Kaya could be okay. Maybe we just Caretaker's Talent here. I think it would be smarter. Alright, pass the turn. So at least that sets us up for success. Very nice on the next turn. High five. Okay, we got Sunfall. Sure, sure. Pay another 1 and exile another thing. Sure. Alright. Attacking for 3. We'll just go ahead and create our little incubator friend. And block. My little incubator friend is going to block your 3/3 Kenai kill rate. How does it make you feel? Oh no. Of course. 7/7 with trample. We don't exactly have a way to get rid of this guy. One more land to get to older sister Kaya here. Bigger sister, I guess you could say. One more land to big sister Kaya. Is little sister gonna be good enough? Well, alright, I guess we have to pass the turn here. They're gonna hit us with another 7. We gotta find some removal. So what I'm gonna do... I mean, it's not really gonna help us throwing a Kaya out there because both our token and our Kaya are gonna go away. So I think I'm just gonna create a treasure token on their turn. Oh no. So that's 10. Okay. So it's attacking for 10 here. If we make a token... Okay, let's make a fish. I think that'd probably just be smarter. And see if we can find spot removal. There we go. Alright, pass. We're gonna try to do this. I get lost on the curator. Hopefully that resolves. Okay. That works a little bit better. Now, of course, yeah, they can pop both their map tokens, and that's perfectly fine. Go right ahead. So now we can pop in, hopefully, ooh, and we got the Mirex. Well, that's pretty sweet. So do we want to... Yeah, I think we want a Kaya at -3.
Phyrexia shows no mercy, so neither will I. Today you die.
There, hit them with their own creature. Aw. Well, should have thought about that too.
Let's go.
Ooh, but that's great. So let's see. I think I'll attack in first. Lock down now. And then little sister Kaya.
Somebody bothering you? I'll make them so. Killer can't silence everyone.
Thank you so much. I'm glad you appreciate the Orzhov tokens deck here. Alright, so we're gonna go to make another one.
I found an eyewitness.
Get some power going here. Turn the power on. So draw. That works. Cool. Turn the power on. Make another token.
I've got questions. You've got answers.
Okay, and then might as well just attack in, and then we'll make a couple of tokens during their end step if they don't concede here. Okay, scamp. Good game. So, I guess it wasn't all that bad to leave with Sunfall on top. It was still a mistake in my book, but the game ended up going really well. Cool. So, jump into another one. I mean, it's not as cool as like the combo with Teferi and Caretaker's Talent, because that combo is just insane. And of course, like being able to run counter spells on top of having like decent, you know, spot removal and white, and of course like all the different sweepers you have in white. Orzhov token control is pretty awesome. Here we are again with a few select pieces of spot removal, 2 land, and we got a couple of walkers. Let's see. We are on the draw. Let's see what happens. Nope, up against mono red yet again. Maybe not mono red, since we're running percussionist. That's nice to see. But what would be even better than that, of course? Okay, so it is mono red, apparently. Running percussionist. Oh, I see. Wow. Wow. They got... Okay. Man, that worked out really well for them. That was really cool. So we do have the answer, but we don't have the sources. If only we had the sources to be able to cast. Whenever you attack, attacking creatures you control get +1/+0. Wow, I didn't even know about that card. I'm not even kidding. I had no clue about that card. That is insane. Because I was looking for like efficient ways to pump up my creatures or pump up my tokens, and man, literally I had no idea. Let's see. So when this dies and played until the end of your next turn, I mean that's such a great card too for being a common. Let's go ahead and have them sacrifice a creature token so we can at least mitigate a couple of the damage. But of course we probably should have taken the clockwork dude out. But that's going to be just fine because we got... Okay, not only did they take us down to 11, but we got the one hand that we were hoping for. And we have the answer in our hand. So what I was doing is I was actually playtesting around with War Leader's Call in my Boros Tokens deck. And it's pretty awesome. Of course, why wouldn't it be? So we've got a couple of pieces of spot removal for this chick. This baby doll. We'll go ahead and take it out. Down to just a couple of cards in hand. And we do not want them to get the trigger off the map here for the activation. Alright, let's go ahead and pop a token in.
I have been reborn. Ready arms.
Okay, Inspector is going to make a clue. Ooh, Wandering Emperor, or Wandering Rescuer, sorry. But it is Wandering Emperor on top of their deck there. Yep. Okay, so well, that's awesome. We do need another... Okay, one more land. I was kind of hoping for a Sunfall. We haven't actually seen our other sweeper for the past couple of games here. Might as well make another token.
This is our fight.
Okay. So of course, this has Convoke. They could go ahead and tap the Inspector and get her in play. I wonder if they will. It'd be really nice if they did. Ooh. Well, next turn we're going to get Kaya into play, and I think it's going to be game over from that point. Another lockdown could be cool. But I think we're just going to toss it. Make another 1/1. Pass. And then this has flash, so they might go ahead and do it. Yeah, okay. I was thinking that they would have done it on their main, but of course I forgot that you could flash it in. So other creatures you control have hexproof. And that's good news for us. Other tapped creatures you control. So we're gonna get the Kaya in. So let's just block with one. Okay. Knight Errant. Play the little guy as well this turn, because why not? Well, that's good. So +1 again, make another token.
This is our fight to win.
It would just be so nice if we could just, you know, play Kaya this turn. And I feel like we potentially can. Yeah, let's just go ahead and do that.
I was expecting a more impressive enemy.
We'll +2 this turn.
Your time's almost up.
Let's see what they do here. Hopefully they can't take out our tokens and they just have to try to attack in. So, block. Block. Let's just... Well, let's just go ahead and do all three. Okay. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and lock down for sure. And then I think we could take out Wandering. And then -3 and take Knight Errant.
Time for your spirit to move on.
And of course we don't get any of it. But that was still pretty funny. Yeah, let's just go ahead and get that down there. And +1 again.
We fight together.
Okay. We could just take this too. It's just +1 for now.
It's what you deserve.
And we'll just attack in with the 1/1 flyer. Frankoi. It's been a pretty good opponent. Play the Warden as well. Okay. Let's see. All right. I guess I kind of understood like how that game was gonna continue to go. All right, guys, almost through Diamond Tier 2 here this stream. Orzhov tokens is just wow. It has been a powerhouse the entire time, and why wouldn't it be? I mean, when you're talking about like the best spot removal, when you're talking about the best sweepers that we have right now, when we're talking about some of the best planeswalkers, you know, white, black, and then variations in between, right? Kaya being one of those, and Kaido being another one of those. And then, of course, Quintarius being another one of those. I mean, you know, when you're talking about white, when you're talking about black, it's just so many powerful cards. Anyways, not on my watch. Cut down a couple of caretakers. A way to make tokens. Okay, I think we're going to keep this. Cosine. Well, let's start off with the planes. What is up, Major Dragon? Alright, so I wonder if we're pretty much going up against the same deck here. Might as well try to... I mean, I guess we could do this to keep Not On My Watch open the following turn, play the Manor, and just keep rolling from there. Okay, cool. It looks like we're going to have a little bit of time to make things happen. Yep. Overlord, no problemo. Make the everywhere, no problemo. So, let's... It would be nice to get the other caretakers down. I think we're good for now. We kind of want to start getting some damage going. They're definitely going to get some damage going. Okay, so Roxanne is going to come in, and we're going to have to stare at her ugly mug. Just kidding. Yep. Take 2. That's perfect. Yep. Mirex it is. Okay. Could get the other caretaker's talent in, but nah, I don't think we're gonna do that. So I think what we're gonna probably end up doing is using Not On My Watch to take care of Roxanne here, and then, yep, resolve. Oh, well, that's not good news. 4 damage to any target. So we take 4 damage. It would be nice to hold on to, oh gosh. Well, that's what it takes, I guess. Unfortunately. We're gonna take another 2 damage off of Roxanne. And that's gonna have to be okay. Yep. So 1 more counter on that guy. Looking at 5 coming at us. And of course they probably have more of these. So we could very well have like 9 coming at us next turn. And that's another reason why I don't like Cut Down. If this were anything else in our deck, you know, as far as removal, that costs 1 more, we'd be perfectly fine in this situation. But Cut Down is so situational, and here we are stuck with it. This does come into play untapped. Might as well go ahead and do that. Could get rid of the Overlord this turn, but I think we'd be better off with making a token and trying to block, which, again, I don't think that's going to be a possibility either. It just depends. You know, they might end up casting another Overlord this turn. That would be fine with me. But of course, when this guy attacks, it also does 4 damage. So we probably should have played the Sunfall. If they play Roxanne, we take another 2, we go to 10, attack for 5, and then take another 4 damage. Yeah. 4 damage to us. And then we're going to go to 3 if we take this as well. But then we'll get a 2 if we make a token and they just end up killing it, which I'm sure they can. we're going to end up making the token either way. I guess just make a treasure token. Okay, and then you have a strike. Yeah, Helix. Yeah. Well, I should have went ahead and played the Sunfall, so that was a misplay on my part, but I was trying to be greedy, and I was waiting for the last counter to come off of the impending Dudamus in the corner so that I could just go ahead and wrap everybody up in one shot. But it ended up not working out that way, and that's, again, the price you pay for making those types of calls. Of course, terrible to try to take out one creature with a Sunfall. You know, you're not getting the best value out of your cards if you decide they got one creature with a Sunfall. Partition, To Get Lost, Kaya, Intangible Slayer. Looks pretty good. Let's keep it. Concealed Courtyard. A Rainbow Troutfish. Alright, cool. So far, they're on Simic. So is this the Eddie Mercury deck? Could be. Yep, it looks like it's Eddie Mercury. Cache Crab. Oh, Squirming Emergence. Okay. Gotcha. Sultai. Ooh. Wonderful. Alright, well, the one thing that we don't have that I was actually thinking about putting in here that I wish we would have is Rest in Peace. And I think, you know, as far as most everything else are pretty much covered in this deck, especially like if they play Kaya themselves, we have the Edict. So we also have answers for enchantments, we have answers for, you know, all non-land permanents here. So basically, I think the only thing we're missing is Graveyard Hate. I want to say. Deadly Cover-Up is good in those situations though too. Okay, let's just go ahead and attack in. Hit him with a measly 1 with our own Rainbow Troutfish. Cache grab again. Revealing. Wow. Okay. Atali, Atraxa, Atali, Squirming. Yep. So they have Founding the Third Path, I would assume. Somewhere. Haven't done anything yet. I think we probably just... No, I don't think we want to continue down the course of attacking in for... I think it might make more sense to draw a card here. We can't be missing our land drops. That's one. There we go. Make sure we get that down. We're definitely going to need the Deadly Cover-Ups for sure. We could probably get rid of a temporary lockdown. Okay. Yep. Let's make a treasure token. So now we have enough to play Kaya. Do they... Let's see. They have... Return target non-land permanent to the owner's hand. I don't think they would be on counter spells, but they very well could be. They very well could be. I'm just going to pass a turn. I mean, I think we would have seen one by now. Okay. Invasion gets to return one, so they're gonna bring a Tali back. Yep. That's good. And then, what do they get from us? That's good news. Founding the third path? Sure. No problemo. Play your founding. And then they show me the Founding Fathers scroll. Target player mills 4 cards. Why you gonna be like that? Aww. Aww. That's sad. But you know what's not sad is the fact that we could take out this dude and all other that dudes. So that sounds like a lot of fun. We could also play Get Lost on this thing. I think we'll do that. Take this out. And let's see. Might as well play Deadly Cover-Up. Okay, and they're tapped out now, so... Ooh, we could take Kaya, throw her out there, minus on the Utali, take the Utali ourselves, and then discover, and maybe get another Planeswalker out of the deal. Oh man, that's a tough decision. Or we just take both of these out. We still have the Atraxa in, so... yeah, Deadly Cover-Up. This one. Sure. Take this dude out. Of course, it would be cool to take Squirming Emergence too. Yeah, let's take Squirming Emergence. Was that only 3? Alright. Alright. Go ahead, opponent. Okay. Yeah. So they're at 19. We could play Kaya now. Let's see, they have target creature to a center's hand. Okay. Man, I really want to get these guys out of here. But I also don't want to just play it for no reason. Then they're going to get Atraxa the following turn, which that would actually be a better target for Kaya. Really, we need to get rid of this. Pass a turn. So never mind, we kind of do have Graveyard Hate and the means of Deadly Cover-Up, so we're kind of covered there. Yeah, it'll work, I guess. Alright, so what do you go with? You go with Atraxa? They have to, right? Oh, well, okay. Sure. What'd they get from us? They got a Caretakers? Oh my goodness. Sure. I think we'll use the Soul Partition and grab our Caretakers back. Yeah, go ahead. Use the map tokens. Make sure you tap out. Move this thing. They don't have a blue source open, so now I'm not too worried about it. We have enough to do both, so Yeah, let's go ahead and make them sacrifice a non-token creature. Dang it, it tapped him the wrong way. That's fine. We still have the treasure token there. Let's go ahead and take this. There we go. And pass a turn. Valgavoth, okay. You probably want to deadly cover up. Yep, go ahead. So we make a treasure token. Yes, treasure token. Tintin Valgavothi. Okay. So might as well do it now, I guess. 2, 4, 6. All right. I guess take Valgavoth. Okay. There's another one. Okay. And then play a land. We'll have enough to play Kaya next turn, so we could always pay 2. But I think I just want to draw another card, honestly. Okay, I guess that'll work. So do they cache a grab here? Maybe they cache a grab, maybe they don't. We shall find out after these messages. Whether or not he has something excellent or something garbage, we shall not never know. Okay. Well, I understand. It's been a really rough game, hasn't it? We just apparently had all the answers. So they don't really have a way to get anything back anymore unless they have like another virtue in their hand. Or, I mean, they do have the invasions. I guess it all depends on how many that they're running of each, but I don't know. I didn't take a good look when I was looking through their deck, but I'm pretty sure that they only had the 2 virtue. I think they probably only have 2 of these too. You would think they would have like Valgavoth's Faithful and some other things in there to bring these creatures back, but you know, being able to play Deadly Cover Up and take their Squirming Emergence, that was huge. And then, of course, we're able to exile their Valgavoth, and so I don't know, maybe they just don't have anything left. If I were you, kind sir, I would be kind of miserable as well. Because, seriously, we've had all the answers for everything they've done, and it just doesn't feel fair. But I was getting really excited to be able to play Kaya. I was hoping they would drop something big out there. Just tell them good game, I guess. So that because we could -3 with Kaya. I mean, that's so much fun. Especially like if they would have played another one of these guys, and then played this the following turn at -3, and grab an Italy ourselves, and then discover like, you know, little sister Kaya. That'd be pretty awesome. Climbing along Diamond Tier 2 here. We've been cruising. Oh my gosh, it's been such a good stream. We've just been winning and winning and winning and winning. And the train is going to continue. Let's jump into another one. Again, I just can't believe, like, just how good it's doing. Somewhere in my mind, I guess, like, if I'm not running blue in some way or another, I'm just like, man, I don't feel comfortable. But gosh, Orzhov is just really, really, really good. All right. So a few different sweepers. We've got one of the deadly cover-ups, a Sunfall and a Lockdown, as well as Elspeth. I mean, we could probably, you know, it'd be great to have a little bit of spot removal in here, but just in case, and of course, like, I think this is most likely going to be mono red. If that's the case, I mean, hopefully temporary lockdown is good enough. It's great that we're on the play. Yeah, here comes the mountain. It's funny how many players actually, like, they give themselves away one way or the other. And, you know, even though they're not running any sleeves, I mean, look at the pet, and the avatar, and then you're going to throw a mountain down. You know, I think it's always good to keep your opponent guessing. So, might as well going to get the Concealed Courtyard down. Unreasonable actions. By the way, I did, you know, I am, again, in the fall spirit, and I had to get the fall sleeves out. Duo Plains. Sure. Well, it's kind of weird that they played a couple of mountains and they haven't played a creature yet. So that part is throwing me off. Okay. 3 mountains, no creature. Very strange. I guess just get the Elspeth out and create a token.
So long as I am by your side, you will be protected.
And I'm assuming that they would probably have an... Yeah, they're going to burn it out here. Well, at least they took care of the token. Maybe they have a couple of burn spells, Lightning Strike, and another Shock. Oh, a Ley Line? Well, we gotta take that out. Can't let them have that. Can't let Mono Red have all the goodies, man. Can't let them have the Ley Line. Nope. Nope. I'm sorry. Just not happening. That's an unreasonable action, and we have to take action against your unreasonableness. As it were. If that's even the word. Alright, pass. We got Slick Shot Show Off here. Soul Partition is going to take care of him, though. So it'll be fine. Are you going to take another unreasonable action and just quit here? Please don't quit. Please pass. Pass the turn. We want to play a little bit of Magic. I know you do, too. Come on. Don't be unreasonable. Don't take that unreasonable action. There we go. Thank you. Alright, so if we -2, that puts... I think we want to get her way out of range of being burnt. So we'll just +1 again. And we will not -2 until we get at least, like, I don't know, 9 counters on her or something. I think that'd be perfectly fine.
Shine bright, hero.
Yes, you shine bright, hero. Okay. Are they going to let us attack? We shall find out after these messages. Choose attackers. Thank you. Nice. Okay. Starting down the token train here. That's awesome. I think we have Elspeth well out of range of being burnt at the stake. And, oh, come on. Why? Why? Alright, so we're almost at Diamond Tier 1. We got one more win, guys. And And we're at about an hour and 45 minutes into the stream, hour and 46 as it is right now. So, cool. Jump into another one, and hopefully we can get to Diamond Tier 1 today with Orzhov token control. Chopping Key Finger. Chopping Key... Okay. So, not on my watch. Soul Partition, Caretaker's Talent, Temporary Lockdown, 3 lands. Let's get it on. Pretty excited here. Pretty excited for sure. What is this? It just reminds me of a Red Bull. Just like the coloration and everything. Just reminds me of a Red Bull can. Okay. So we got Spiteful Hexmage. I think we'll just... I don't know. I think they're probably on like early aggro as well. Yeah, they're on early aggro. So... let's see. Do we want to just make this cost 3? Actually, we could get rid of the Percussionist and make him cost 3. Try to make him waste a turn or 2 here. I don't know. We'll just go into our turn. Alright. So, we need another white source. Alright, pass a turn. Okay. When Disturbing Mirth enters, you may sacrifice another enchantment or creature. Okay, so they're going to want to sacrifice Clockwork. Let's just do this. Thank you. Nice. Forgot about the fact that they could sacrifice. What am I trying to say? The roll token, of course. Well, we could just... could lock down now. Let's do that. I had 3 targets, and typically when I play a lockdown, of course, I like to have 3 targets. Alright. Cool. So, Sprinter from your graveyard if a non-zombie creature died this turn. If you do, Undead Sprinter enters with a +1/+1 counter on it. So you can cast it from your graveyard, which means we're going to have to not on my watch this thing. Pass the turn. So we could not on my watch this guy. And then... okay. Surveil 1, sure. Do they play the Percussionist? Okay. That's good news. Sure. And pass. So exile this one. And then cut down this one. Alright, so we need to try to get some more land. We're going to have to get a Caretaker's Talent onto the field now for chopping keys our fingers off. So, discard a card, draw 2. Nice. We got the turn pass to us. That is wonderful. Maybe let's give them a chance to throw another creature or 2 onto the battlefield. And then we'll see what we can do about taking one of their creatures out. So, Clockwork Percussionist comes in. Okay. Let this happen. Create a token, draw a card. Let's see if we get a Sunfall or something good. No? Ooh, but we did find an Elspeth. That's cool. So we attack in for 1. And then, what do they have in the graveyard that we want? So, we could take out all of the Spiteful Hex Mages. They got one in the graveyard, one in exile. They have Undead Sprinter in exile. If only that was in the graveyard. Yeah. I guess we do this now. Well, that's fine. I guess do this.
This fight ends now.
There's a Sunfall. So I guess we're gonna send all 3 of their creatures into Elspeth. Cool. Attacking again with the... Give one another poison counter. And... yeah, let's just go ahead and Sunfall the board. Awesome. Alright guys, well, I got yet another victory, and we just climbed all the way up through Diamond Tier 2. We were, like, I think, right at Diamond Tier... what were we? Yeah, we were Diamond Tier 3, like, 1 win, maybe into Diamond Tier 3. I think? I don't know. I'd have to go back and see. But, man, that's insane. We're just climbing up so fast. So now we're Diamond Tier 1, and we're only 6 games away from Mythic. So I've got 152 right now, so we're going to go ahead and jump into another one. This is probably going to be the last game of the stream, though, just to let you guys go ahead and know that going forward, or ahead of time. So, one more game, and we just made it to Diamond Tier 1. That's really exciting. Hopefully we can end this in a win as well. And then it'll only take 5 more games to get us to Mythic. Opponent is going first, and we're at a 2-lander. We are on the draw, and we have a few different things to help us get to stay alive for a few turns. Okay, so Elegant Parlor again. I wonder if they're playing this. If they're playing the same deck. Oh, I see. Okay, so this is Domain Ramp. Could definitely use a land. Please, Arena, be good to us. Okay. Well, you know what? Might as well do that with what we've got. Okay, well, we're stuck on lands. We'll get rid of a cut down. And, of course, we've been so lucky thus far. Look, they didn't get a land either. No, that's good news. But we've been so lucky thus far with being able to draw into some land. There we go. Do we want to get the Caretaker's talent down now? Maybe we do. Since they're stuck on land as well. Get the Caretakers out there. Okay. Now if we just had a way, so we need one more land to start making some tokens. They're still stuck on lands as well, so it ended up being pretty perfect and working out a little bit for us here. Oh, there we go. That's what we want to see. Get Kaya in here.
Easier door, so I let myself in. The killer can't silence.
There we go. We're at 5 lands now. Buried in the Garden. Cool.
I've hit a dead end.
Oh, and a Lay Down Arms. Okay. So.
No victim
Cool.
goes unavenged.
And we'll make a copy of our token. Alright, sure. That took their whole turn. But of course they can use it for mana. Which one are they targeting? Oh, I see. Okay. So let's do get lost on our own token and make a couple of maps so we can draw. Alright, now we can do Elspeth.
We can save everyone.
I found an eyewitness.
Form up on me!
Could use the map tokens. Let's just leave it alone for now. We'll attack in for one. Okay. Let's see. What are you going to do with all that mana? Oh, invasion. Okay. Fair enough. Yep, grab a card you own from outside of the game. So, when Invasion of Arcavius enters, search your library, graveyard, and or outside the game for an instant or sorcery card you own, reveal it, and put it into your hand. If you search your library this way, shuffle. Okay. Oh, it's our turn. Sure. So, let's go to 4. And then make another one.
The killer can't silence everyone.
So they have Doppelgang. And there's not going to be anything that we're going to be able to do about that one. Maybe. Well, I guess I'll probably end up copying our Planeswalkers. Got them down to 11 anyways. So far. Hopefully. Okay, so there's Sunfall. Sure.
So much for a quiet night.
Doppelgang. I really wish they didn't have that card in hand. Let's see. So we could take out this guy. So this says create X tokens for each of X target permanents. Okay. Let's make a Mirrex token. Awesome. And then
I could use a little.
alright, pass the turn. This is gonna be tricky. I really don't like the fact that they have a Doppelgang in hand. Concealed Courtyard it is. Sunfall again. Sure.
Everything's coming together.
All right. Let's see. I would like to just go ahead and get rid of, you know what? Let's do this. So they can't activate their tokens over there. Play another Fountain Port. Okay, we'll just make one token.
I found an eyewitness.
And let's do caretakers again, I guess. Maybe. If they go to try to get rid of the tokens, we'll sacrifice one of them to draw off the Fountain Port. Are you going to use your doppelgang yet? I guess that's the question. Yeah. Sure. Resolve all. No problem. Okay. So they're going to look for 2 more cards from Invasion. Okay. So Doppelgang goes back into their hands. And then what else are they going to grab here? So they have to reveal it, which is nice. So we don't have any question in our mind as to what's going on the following turn. Okay, White Sun's Twilight. Sure. So can they, for each of X target permanents, but Kaya has hexproof. Another Mirex. So +1 again.
No victim goes unavenged.
Okay. And then, let's see, what do we have in the graveyard over here? Nothing we can grab back, so +1. And I seriously don't think they can do anything with the Kaya. So, because she has hexproof, I'm pretty sure that they won't be able to target it with the Doppelgang. So I think it's safe.
Pro at saving the world by now. That's
Okay,
just a
pass the
start.
turn. So we've got the Orzhov Super Friends on the board. I'm just hoping that the Orzhov Super Friends stay on the board. That's the biggest issue of it all right here. So Doppelgang, they can use all that mana to make a bunch of tokens and gain a bunch of life off of the Twilight. But of course, we do have the cover up. And what do they have in the graveyard that we'd want to take? Probably we'd probably take Doppelgang if we're being honest. Okay, that's good news. So now we can answer both of our problems. We can answer the tokens, and we can answer Doppelgang, and we can put more tokens in play and just kind of be a nuisance. Let's do that. We'll take all this and grab Doppelgang out of here, out of their hand as well. Okay. And then just +1 everything, I guess. Good game. Yep. I kind of figured once I took the Doppelgang that it was going to be game over. So there's our first one into Diamond Tier 1, guys. And we only have 5 games left before we hit Mythic. And again, like you guys saw how the deck performed. Orzhov Control is just unbelievable. Unbelievable. That entire stream was just amazing. That was awesome. Of course, it feels good to win, right? I mean, of course, in life, there are winners and there are losers. But my gosh, does it feel good to win. But anyways, if you guys were able to catch me live, I do appreciate it. Thank you so much for sticking around. I will go ahead and throw the deck up for anybody that wasn't able to catch me live, of course, so that we can end the stream. You can get another look at the deck, and hopefully that was good enough, a good example of what the deck can do. Of course, like, there are some changes that I've been thinking about making. There's so many times when cut down is just a dead card in our hand, but there is also so much aggro out there that it kind of makes it worth it. That's the only thing that I'm kind of on the fence about as it sits as of right now. Again, I was thinking about throwing like a Rest in Peace in here, just as some extra graveyard hate, but Deadly Cover-Up has just been coming in the clutch for us. It's really cool having Sunfall and Deadly Cover-Up, because I've been looking, when I was running Blue-White Control, I've been looking for sweepers that, kind of fit in between Temporary Lockdown and Sunfall. And what I was doing was running No Witnesses or Split Up, which Deadly Cover-Up is extremely efficient, and Sunfall is, again, extremely efficient. And if you're going to have those slots in your deck for sweepers in general, I mean, you can't go wrong with having Sunfall and Deadly Cover-Up. Of course, like the Kaya Sisters, I mean, that is pretty amazing. Just being able to make like a 1/1 flying spirit creature token and then pumping it up with Caretaker's Talent. You can pump it up as well with Elspeth. You can steal people's creatures or enchantments with Kaya, as you saw in the game against Mistmoor. Just pretty awesome things, and it's just a lot of fun overall. Honestly, it doesn't look like much, but I promise you it is a lot of fun to play. But anyways, guys, and again, you can find the VOD. It will be saved on Kick or YouTube. Again, Volition reigns. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and hope you enjoyed the games, hope you enjoyed the wins, and we'll see you in the next one. Have a good night.